All right. Mr. H reported recently that
Some media outlets,
the mainstream media,
outlets,
who are they? Are they the legacy lame media? Are they the fake news? Who? Please. I'd like a little more detail in that definition of mainstream media.
And which outlets specifically? Because I'd kind of like to look at what they're saying.
Yeah, that they're saying that the Red Hulk is a allegory or for Donald Trump.
You're comparing the Red Hulk to Donald Trump, yes.
Which, what the fuck? So first of all, Eric, we're going to go through the history of where the Red Hulk came from. All the way back to
1961, 62. Incredible Hulk number 1. The original Hulk was...
Spoiler alert.
Oh, come on. I mean, this is fairly common knowledge. If you don't know this, you'll know it now. But, I mean...
There you go.
No, the original color for the Hulk in the number 1 issue was gray.
A beautiful kind of asphalt...
Just a gray color.
Yeah, almost gun color.
Not
glossy gunmetal, but gun.
But or not a slate gray, not dark, but a light gray, And in those days, their printing process was not very advanced,
technical,
and had some issues with that gray color because the 4-color printing process, the way it had to blend all the dots, it wasn't a very consistent color when on the page when they printed it. And there was some pages where he looked bright emerald green, and there were other pages that he appeared red. And they picked the green color from issue number 2 on. He's been green ever since, but that original gray was still out there, and that red was still out there. And sometime, in the mid-'80s?
80s was when McFarlane did Mr. Fix-It.
Okay, so he brought the gray Hulk back into the picture, but he was still Bruce Banner, right?
I believe so, yes.
Another Hulk.
No, it was another, it was Bruce, yeah.
It was just a time when he reverted back to the gray color and wasn't even really the Hulk that we all know and love. He was this gangsta dude, Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah.
And then sometime after that, somebody had the
2000s?
bright idea.
Because I have the first appearance of the Red Hulk.
Right. So, somebody had the bright idea to bring a Red Hulk into the picture.
And he's always been Thunderbolt Ross.
And he's Thunderbolt Ross, yes. Which is really ironic.
Because he was
the Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
He was the one who was the...
Not the Iron Man armor, but
No, he was the general in charge of
the team.
Dealing with the Hulk.
Yeah.
As a threat.
And
he had a Hulkbuster, team.
Unit, yeah. Like the Ed Norton one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly like that. And so he is decorated general in the army.
The MCU has definitely changed
him. Made it almost like a personal vendetta.
Oh, yeah, because Bruce
But it was also because he was the CO in charge of the Gamma Bomb project that created the Hulk in the first place. So he felt responsible for it, and he felt like it was on him to deal with it.
This is also before, oh God, that thing, where the orb shows everybody what actually happened in the world, and it was ended up that Tony was somehow involved in the Gamma Bomb, and
God,
but anyway,
whatever, man.
Yeah. So anyway,
but I'm going back to the original details because,
and also Thunderbolt Ross is the father of
Betty Ross. Yeah, Banner's love.
Hulk and Banner Stupp. So
and of course, and that was the thing too, was that Ross did not approve of Betty's interest in Milksop Banner even before he became the Hulk. Because he was not a military man, he was a civilian working with the military, and he was a 98-pound weakling.
He was a weeb.
I mean, they called him Milksop on a regular basis.
Yeah,
and he was more in favor of.
He was a peacenik?
Major Talbot, who was a good military man who also had an interest in Betty, and he was trying to go to bat for Major Talbot, but Talbot was a douchebag. So there was a whole love triangle thing going on there. Yeah, but no. Even in the MCU, though, I mean, we got military Ross.
Yeah.
We got Secretary of State Ross, who, went into that position. And I don't see any parallel or comparison to any of that
with Donald Trump.
No.
So
Donald Trump is a civilian billionaire, no military experience, businessman, so far removed from Thaddeus Ross.
That why the fuck would
That-
why the fuck would Kevin do that?
Right, and even if that is the allegory they're trying to put in there, that's out of character, man.
Completely out of character.
For Ross, and if they're just trying to insert some kind of fucking bullshit messaging through that, that's
full Tropic Thunder.
it's bullshit, man. Or the media has got it wrong, or they are
Covering for Disney,
that, or
or they're just trying to get
they're
clicks.
just trying to stir up a controversy
So that somebody watches
people
their
will tune
dying
into their
channel.
broadcast.
Yeah.
Yes. And Trump is an easy triggering kind of a fucking topic that
For-
all you got to do is say Trump this, Trump that, and people tune in and they want to
Yeah.
find out what the latest is. And
I don't know what our title will be, but Trump will be in it. No,
you know, and I mean, we talked about not going, and I still don't intend to go, but now I'm curious to watch it to see if those comparisons are legit, because they shouldn't be.
and if they are legit, that means that Kevin
And if
Feige
they are,
is
then they did way wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
a complete disservice.
And
Now, I have to tell you that Eric's a liberal, so
Oh no, I'm not a big advocate of Donald Trump's or anything. I'm not trying to defend Donald Trump. I'm just saying that I don't see the comparison
Yes.
between Ross and Trump, and that just doesn't
it doesn't.
it doesn't add up for me.
Yeah, does not compute.
No, if you wanted to have a Trump-like president in the story, then it would have had to be somebody else, anybody but Thaddeus Ross.
So is this sort of like Wonder Woman 1984, where it was just terrible that they put somebody that, you know, and who was that? That was fucking Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, and yeah, no, Wonder Woman 84, for one, could have taken place anytime.
Yeah,
It did not scream 80s to me.
yeah.
Where was all the 80s fashion? Where were all the Dayglow friggin', you know, shit that people were wearing? Where were all the leg warmers? Where was all the... There was nothing like that. And where was the 80s retro music? If you're going to make a film and it takes place in the 80s, it should have been an
Yeah. Anyway,
80s vibe to it. You know, anyway, that...
getting back to but there was that he played a man that was analogous to Donald Trump, and I'm just like, really? Like, wow, you guys got a mat on for him all the time, and then you say he's got an ego. Well, you're feeding that ego, dummies.
Just sounds to me like they're reaching. Because, why? Because the big red hulking creature is almost orange because his skin is red, and, you know, the orange man. What? Just...
Or is it because Trump is crashing through their criminal cabal
Or is it just
just to get clicks?
grasping at straws and
Yes.
reaching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
I won't know till I get to see it on the streaming, but I find it really, you know,
Trying.
yeah, that the movie ain't even out yet, and they're already stirring up all this controversy over it. And, you know, I mean, they did say, focus groups did say that the film was too political. That was one of the reasons they didn't care for it. And I don't
God,
know what that means.
how bad were those versions then?
I really don't know what it means. If
Yeah.
it's too parallel to our current political climate, or if it was just too political in general that turned people off. But yeah, keep your politics out of our entertainment, man.
Right?
What's it gonna take? Pull your heads out.
Right?
So if it is that, it's out of line, and if it's not that, then the press is out of line for saying so about it.
Fake
One or the other,
news.
it's bullshit, one way or the other, man.
Fake news or garbage movies? Tell us what you think. Like, share, and subscribe.